So we have hosting, if we chose just to build a hosting facility for folks, right, where we could get a steady income, and it's more, it's less volatile than when you mine yourself with the volatility of Bitcoin difficulty. We have a hybrid where you're going to host for yourself, right? You're going to host and you're going to self-mine for yourself, so maybe you're going to throw off some revenue from hosting to help fund your venture for your own mining operation. And then in some cases, hey, the CapEx and the cost of building out a facility and all this upkeep, it's just way too much. I'm just going to take my miners and find a location, and I'm going to co-locate. You buy a machine, you put it somewhere, as you're getting a result, hash rate goes up, price drops, guess what? Now you're stuck paying a data center. They have your machines as collateral, right? There's deposits if it's done properly. You're in a contract. And it's like, okay, now what? Okay, well then come see Scotty and some other folks, drive out, buy pallets of S9s is what we did, built them, put them together, did it ourselves, right? So in my mind, I like the hybrid model, and I'll talk a little bit about the hosting model. With hosting, I would say you need a great attorney. You got to have an ironclad contract, because at the end of the day, there's some wonderful facilities out there, and they had the best intentions where they took more orders and they couldn't build fast enough going into sourcing equipment, right? ASICs were a problem. You couldn't bring in power fast enough, and everybody was, looking for power after China shut down for hosting and mining, and everybody came here. So that contract is imperative. It's imperative that the client too. It's a working relationship where I'm going to buy a machine knowing I can get a certain hash rate. So if Bitcoin falls, and it goes back to, and I stress the modeling a lot, because if you get the model under control and you get your risk under control, you really know where you're at. Hey, Bitcoin goes down 20%. Well, the model's still valid. Bitcoin then goes down 20%, the model's not valid, then we have a problem. We don't want the customer to have a problem, right? We want to make sure the customer is good. So you got to figure out what machines you want to accept at your facility. That's key.